Wants to throw the slant. He does. He breaks the tackle to 20. He's going to take it in for the touchdown. Right out of the board, right in front of everybody. Throws the tackle, makes it 20-13. One back, of course, Willis. They're going to fake it to him. Now they're going to throw. We force him out of the pocket. He's not nobody to throw. We got him in the backfield. He's going to go down. The ball's on the ground. Razor's going to pick it up. Touchdown, Valdosta State.
The David Dean Show. Your weekly look at Valdosta State University Blazer football. Here's your host, Dick Rocky, along with head coach David Dean, for a look at this week's Blazer football action.
Hello and welcome to the David Dean Show. I'm Dick Rocky with the head coach. West Alabama comes into Valdosta, goes home with a 39-28 win over the Blazers. First time they've ever defeated Valdosta State in Valdosta. And so, Coach, I know it made their trip much easier to go back to Livingston, but made our little short trips miserable for us.
Yeah, it did. You know, it was a very frustrating night. You know, I thought at times we played well, and the bottom line was we just made too many mistakes along the way. And you know, the one thing that I told our football team is whoever wins this game is going to be the one that makes the least mistakes, and that was West Alabama.
Well, you talk about mistakes. Boy, we had a great opening drive, took it down the field. They won, they deferred and put them on the scoreboard, and they scored 3 straight times and take a 2-touchdown lead on you. But I guess what you're always looking for, your team battled back from 2 touchdown deficits 2 times.
Well, there's no question. We never gave up. We kept fighting, and you know, until we went zeros, we were still battling and still felt like we were somewhat in the game. And even when we were down 39-28, I guess, and had the ball back, you know, we had an opportunity to go down and score, maybe get an onside kick and get a field goal and tie it, win, you know, do something. But I was proud of our kids for not giving up and continuing to fight.
And you look at something that we had not seen the first 3 games, 5 turnovers,
yeah,
4 interceptions, a fumble, and then to go along with 13 penalties, 6 of which were holding penalties.
Yeah, that's the frustrating part, you know, because we're not teaching anything different than we did the first 3 weeks. And, you know, we go through the first 3 games and have 1 holding penalty, and then all of a sudden we come out and we have 6 in one night. And that's just a frustrating fact that we've got to deal with. We got to eliminate those holding penalties. The problem was it was every time we had a big play. You know, it wasn't a no-gain play. It was a 20, 30, and then sometimes when we had a 40-yard pass play that they were brought back. Well,
the Blazers, again, a tough loss against West Al, go to 2-2 and 1-1 in the conference. And coming into this game, that was the top 2 teams voted in the conference, and they proved they're a heck of a football team.
Well, they are. They got a lot of folks back on defense, very good defense. They were only giving up about 216 yards a game, so we knew it was going to be very difficult for us to move the football. We had been good at shutting down the run, but that was the difference in the ball game. We could not stop their run game, and you know, we wanted to shut down Willis, and I think for the most part we kind of held him in check. It's the quarterbacks are the ones that hurt us.
All right, Coach, we'll be back with the first half highlights in just a moment.
Valdosta State University, encouraging,
in-depth inquiry,
hands-on experience,
service and involvement,
And a global view.
while offering
a beautiful residential campus,
over 100 fields of study
Graduate and online degrees.
and championship athletics.
all in a warm and friendly community.
Get connected and involved.
Do more, become more.
Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to the David Dean Show. Blazers dropped 39-28. Coach had a nice crowd there, close to 6,000 people, and that's always good when Georgia's playing at night, Florida State's playing at night, and the student section full again for us.
Yeah, the student section was great. They were loud. They were there when we were warming up, and you know, our band again, they had another great night for us, and yeah, we appreciate everybody coming out. Just sorry we sent them away disappointed.
Well, you know, West Alabama, I think they scheduled looking at this game, because we've talked about it, they played really 2 very weak football teams. They had 1 loss to the FCS school, but they were saving people wanting to be fresh coming into this game. I really believe that.
Well, you could tell that, and I think it may have taken the toll on us, the 3 physical football games that we had before that, but still, it's no excuse. That's our schedule. That's their schedule. You got to play them each and every week, and you know, when you get late in the season, you're going to have to hopefully get in a situation where you play playoffs, and you're going to have to do the same thing. So I think it's going to help us if we can continue to put ourselves in a situation to make the playoffs. It's going to help us down the way.
All right, let's watch the first half highlights. Blazers coming out, had probably 50, 60 kids run out ahead of the football team. That's always pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I think we had the Boy Scouts there last night, and good to come out of the locker room and see them. And we opened up the game with a fumble that they were offsides, and then we come back and we miss a block there and have to start at the 25-yard line. We put together what I thought was a great drive to start the game. I think we went 12 plays and about 75 yards. Good hard running there by Austin Scott. Good throw here, and you can see the effort that Reggie Lewis is making here. He just fighting to get yards, continuing to push himself down the field, and then Caden here just, boy, what a big play he makes right there, finding Quinn Robertson for a little dump-off pass. And you can see right here we run the sweep again, and there's Austin Scott making a big play. And then watch the run here. Just he keeps driving and turning. He's not a big guy, but he wants to get in that end zone. And great throw and catch right here. Caden Cochran to Gerald Ford there. Finishes off a good first drive. We knew that they were going to come out and they were going to try and hammer the run at us. They got a very good running back there, 15, but like we talked about, those are the guys that hurt us, number 2 and number 4, their quarterbacks, especially number 2 there. He had a great night running the football. We had a hard time bringing him down. This was a big play for them, the option play. And then they come back right here and they run a little reverse right there, and we're in a position to make the play and just don't get it down, and he gets a great effort, gets in the end zone, and they tie us back up. And unfortunately for us, they put together 4 straight scoring drives to go up 20-7. We're still making plays. Again, we're moving the football. We're having some success running the ball and some success throwing the ball. Get a great punt here by Daniel Anderson that pins them down there inside the 10-yard line, and we can't let them get off the goal line. We've got to maintain that field position right there. And we do that. We get the football back and get a good run here by Caden. Caden took a little shot there on his shoulder. And we brought in Reggie Lewis and ran a little quarterback sweep right there. We got a big run. And we come down again right here, and another nice run there by Caden. Makes a big play, gets us down in there, and unfortunately that was a killer in the game right there. We hustled down the field and had a poor snap, and then we just got poor protection there. We're too high, they knock us backwards, and they blocked the field goal. And those 2 plays there, the bad snap and the blocked field goal, gave them the momentum, and this is where they come back and they get their 3 straight scores. Great throw and catch there for a big game. And then here's the option play again that they're running, that they're getting the positive yards on. Good field goal kicker they have. I think he was 4 for 4 on the night. It ended up being the difference in the ball game. Good run again here by Cedric O'Neal. Cedric came out and had another good football game. And he's running hard, making some big plays. And unfortunately here they called him down. Right there, the ball squirts out, and they called him down and give them the football back. And like most good football teams, they're going to take advantage of the mistakes you make, and that's what they did. They come down, and good play here by Matt Pierce, running them out of bounds. And then this was a huge play here. We have them 3rd down at about 13, and he breaks about a 25-yard run and gets a first down and puts them in field goal position again. We bow our necks and stop them. So we're still in 1 possession away. We come out and we don't move the football to give them the ball back. And right here before the half, they put together a nice little drive. Here's a good play here. He finds a little outlet receiver, and they make a big play there on 2nd down. Good run there on the inside, getting about 5 or 6 yards. It doesn't look like it's great plays, but it just chews up yardage, puts them in situations they can maintain. And we lose sight of the tight end there. They throw the ball in there into the end zone. And, unfortunately, we go down 13. If we could have held them right there and kept them out of that field goal range in that one time, we could have gone in 13-7 and just been one one possession away from taking the lead.
They just made a lot of big plays all night. And for us, as we tried to battle to come back, make a couple good plays, and as we say, go back a couple big. I mean, just the penalties really killed us last night.
They really did.
And the fumbles and everything. But
well, yeah, the turnovers and the penalties are always going to be a killer. And it was the opportune times of when we had penalties that was the problem. You know, like I said, we had big plays that were brought back, and you know, it just kills your momentum. You feel like, boy, we got a great play, and now all of a sudden you're first down and 20, and it's hard to overcome those series after series.
All right, Coach, we'll be back with second half in just a minute.
My name is Matt Pierce. I play cornerback. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. You're watching the David Dean Show, live action.
Coach, you go to the locker room trailer by basically 2 touchdowns, and you never know as a fan or a broadcaster or whatever, but I had the feeling I didn't want to be in that locker room at halftime. I know sometimes you get on them, sometimes you don't.
Well, we just told them to settle down and start playing, you know, like we played in the first 3 weeks, and that was not what we were doing. We were kind of pressing. We were trying to make plays instead of letting plays develop. And we said we had to stop the run. You know, somehow or another we had to create some type of momentum and not take momentum away. And, you know, we challenged our defense to go out and make a stop right off the bat. They were getting the ball to start the second half, and we couldn't go down by another score. As long as we kept it at that 2-score limit right there, we were going to have an opportunity to come back and win the ball game.
Well, we came out pretty hot again and had a good start to the second half, and let's watch that. And Coach mentioned quickly their field goal kicker had 4, that's 12 points, which is the difference in the game. But he has made 20 straight field goals going back to last year, and he's made like 58 straight extra points. So that's a good weapon they really have.
Yeah, anytime you got a kicker that you know when you cross into that area that he's going to put it through the uprights, it makes a big difference. Well, great play right here. Ashton Ballard comes down and makes a big hit. We stop him inside the 15 and do a great job here on this first series against their run and force them into a passing situation. They throw the ball out of bounds, and we get a good punt, or excuse me, a good field position off of their punt. We come back and throw the screen here to Gerald Ford. He's breaking tackles and picks up about 4 or 5 yards there on the screen. And it's a big-time throw right here across the middle there to Gerald. And he takes a big pop, stays on his feet, pick up a great block there by Chris Anderson. He gets some more yards. And then great throw, great spin move right there by Gerald. He breaks away and outruns him to the end zone. And, again, we come out in the second half, and just like we do in the first half, when we score immediately, score on the first drive. And then here was a big play for us. They dropped the kickoff, and we pin them down inside the 10-yard line now. So we got great field position, got to keep them down here. They make a big run right there, and they had a penalty soon after that kind of knocked them back, and then here's a big play here. We chase them down. Trocon Gay knocks it loose, and Tyler Josie goes in there and recovers the fumble. And we kick the extra point. We take the lead. And you can see in about 4.5 minutes, we've got the lead back. And here's a big play here. We'll shut down the run. They have a penalty that puts them down inside the 10. Second down and 19 right here, and we let them off the hook. I think this was probably the difference in the ball game. We had that bad snap and the blocked field goal in the first half. That play right there was the difference in the second half. That changed the momentum of the game. They moved it back down here, put together a drive. If we could have kept them right where we needed them to be down inside the 20-yard line, we'd have had another good field position to score. But they take it down and score, and we come right back. And what a big run here by Cedric O'Neal. And then we come back and we just make a huge mistake right here. He's trying to throw the ball away, he gets spun around, and luckily we got good hustle and we get back there and we get on the football. But we lost about 38 yards right there. And again, that's a huge momentum swing. Instead of pinning them down on a 4th down and inside the 20-yard line and forcing them to drive the length of the field, we give them the ball at the 40. They hit us on the option play for a big run. We hem up Willis right there. Then they come back again and try the same thing, and we stuff it. We were able to hold them to a field goal, which is a great job there by our defense to, again, just keep it to a 2-possession game. And we come right back, and you see we're making some big plays offensively, both with the run and the pass. And we just make a huge mistake there. We don't throw the ball high enough. Their safety makes a great play on the interception, and they come right back down and put the ball in the end zone. And they unfortunately here that's an illegal block. You can't come back inside and block right there below the waist, and they did, and they got away with it, and they walk in the end zone. And so then they go up, even more. And I tell you, this is where I was really proud of our guys. You can see they're continuing to fight. They didn't give up. They keep coming right back down the field. And big throw and catch again there to Gerald. We had a couple of pass plays that got us down into this area right here. Quinn Robertson made a great catch to get us down there, and then he comes back and he gets the touchdown. We're back to 8, and we're one possession away now, and we make a stop, get the ball back, and good throw here to Shontavious. Shontavious gets good positive yards, and then we just float one here over the middle. He gets hit, the ball floats, and they make the interception. And unfortunately, they get a big return off of it. If we could have brought him down pretty quick and kept him down there, maybe they don't get this field goal here, but our defense holds them, they get the field goal, and now we're back to a 2-possession game. We move the ball down to about the 40 or so, and then, throw another interception, and they just come out and they run the clock out.
Yeah, so many times we've said it over and over and over that you just make that progression. You come from 2 touchdowns down, you take the lead, you come back again from a 2 touchdowns, have a chance, a couple of chances, and just can't make it happen.
No, you can't. And I really think when they had the 2nd and 19 and we let the quarterback get away for a 40-yard run, that kind of, for us, it kind of deflated us a little bit because we had so much momentum building, and then we let them off the hook, and then they end up going down there and putting that ball in the end zone, and that gave them the momentum back.
Coach, I noticed it was ironic. I know neither starting quarterback took a snap in the second half. I'm pretty sure theirs didn't, and that number 2 probably better than number 1 on their side.
Well, he had an outstanding football game. He's the one that hurt us more than number 4 did in the run game. He played an outstanding football game, and that's what they have done all year long. They've rotated back and forth, and I thought Graham played a good game. He put us back in a situation where we could get back in the game. Just, unfortunately, everybody remembers the interceptions there at the end of the game.
All right, we'll be back with the Gander Mountain scoreboard in just a moment.
My name is Theseus Jackson, running back from Wilkinson County High School. You're watching the David Dean Show.
Welcome back to the Gander Mountain scoreboard. Coach, just a few scores real quickly. North Alabama 20-12 over Delta State.
Well, that's first Gulf South Conference game for those two, and it looks like the 2 Alabama schools got the lead in the conference right now.
And I mention these 2 only because we want them to keep winning. Fort Valley 33-10 over Benedict.
Yeah, big win for those guys.
And then Angelo State, an upset over number 14 Abilene Christian 28-23. So again, we beat them, and we want to go undefeated, I think, the rest of the year. Well, maybe not Abilene or Angelo State, but it looks good on our schedule anyway.
It does. Angelo State, like we said, has got a good football team, and to go in and beat a highly ranked Abilene Christian was big.
All right, Coach, we'll be back with the Langdale Honda Kia look ahead in just a second. Welcome back to the Langdale Honda Kia look ahead. And Coach, we have Edward Waters out of Jacksonville coming in this Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Blazers scored 70 on them a couple years ago. What do we know about those guys?
Well, they're a lot different team than we played 2 years ago. They've got new coaching staff in there, and I think they brought some discipline. They've got some good football players in there. They're off to a good start this year. They run basically the same thing that Georgia Tech and Georgia Southern are running right now. They run that option, and everybody sees that gave us some trouble yesterday. So our defense is going to have to play good assignment football. We're going to have to play good solid football on offense and not make those mistakes. And we got to shore up some things on our special teams.
Well, as quickly, here we go again. You got your football team coming in off a loss. They seem to be very resilient, though, and I still think we have a great football team. But again, we're at the point now where you truly do have to run the table.
Well, we do. You know, our backs are against the wall, and we knew that if we came out in a 2-2 or 3-1, that we were going to have to do that, and we are 2-2 right now. But we have an opportunity to run the table. I still think we have an opportunity to make the playoffs, and if we can start playing a lot better football towards the end of the year, get in the playoffs, heck, anything can happen.
All right, Coach. Blazers dropped one, a tough one, 39-28, but Saturday night, 7 o'clock at Bazemore Hyder Stadium, Edward Waters comes to town. The Blazers will be on the road the following 2 weeks, so last chance to see him for a few weeks. So for the head coach, David Dean, I'm Dick Rocky. Hope you have a great week.